My child, I ask you for just one thing right now. Be fully present. Don't rush, don't scroll, don't analyze. Just pause and stay with me for a minute. This is not a random moment. It's a divine appointment that I have orchestrated. I am pleased with you. And this is not a general statement meant to comfort you. It is a truth spoken from my heart. I have seen you keep walking when you were tired. I have noticed your quiet efforts, even when no one else did. You may think you've done so little, but you have no idea how much joy you bring to me. Every step you've taken has mattered. This moment is not just another piece of your day, it's the beginning of something sacred. What I'm about to reveal is not casual, it's strategic. There is power in my words, and what you're hearing now is not just for encouragement. It's preparation. You've reached a threshold, and I'm here to tell you, you are not behind. You are exactly where I want to speak with you. I am pleased, not just with what you've done, but with who you're becoming. I see how you held your peace when you could have spoken out. I see how you chose love when it would have been easier to turn away. I see your inner battles. And I want you to know, your faithfulness moves me. Even when you doubt yourself. I do not. You are precious to me. You are part of my plan. And now, I will begin to unfold what's been hidden. Are you ready to hear more? Before you ever knew yourself, I already knew you. Not just your name or your face, but the depths of who you are. I saw the light in you before the world could shape it. I saw your heart, soft yet strong, bruised yet reaching for love. My thoughts about you were never vague or shifting. They have always been clear, intentional, and full of delight. You were not born into this world randomly. I sent you here with purpose, and everything about your design is intentional. Even the parts you wish were different, I call them meaningful. You are not just one among billions. You are a distinct expression of my heart. I've watched you grow in seasons where you felt stuck. I've seen your private wrestling, the questions you didn't dare to ask aloud. I was there when your confidence wavered. And even when you saw yourself as not enough, I saw you as exactly who I needed in this generation. You are not a background character in the story of life. You are part of the mission I am unfolding on this earth. And without your part, the picture would be incomplete. My love for you does not increase with your achievements or decrease with your failures. It is steady, unwavering, and eternal. I am proud of you. Not because you figured everything out, but because you've stayed in the process with me. You have kept showing up even when things didn't make sense. You've kept believing even when hope felt dim. And I tell you now, with all of heaven as my witness, nothing you've walked through has been wasted. Every step has drawn my heart closer to yours. So remember this, when you feel small, I see something immense. When you doubt your value, I remember every moment I dreamed of you before time began. I do not speak flattery. I speak truth. You matter. You're not late. You're not lost. You are exactly where I can reach you. And I am not done with your story. In fact, the most sacred pages are still being written. My beloved, you may not realize how many times I stood beside you in moments you thought were empty. I was there in the silence, when the world didn't notice your tears. I was there in your darkest hours, not as a distant observer, but as a father holding your heart together. I never turned away when you were weary or broken. I never stepped back when you questioned me. I leaned in closer. I carried what you couldn't carry. You didn't always see me, but I never left. You've walked through chapters that made no sense, seasons where you questioned if anything good could ever come out of what you endured. But even then, I was weaving something beautiful. What looked like chaos to you, I saw as threads of glory. You called it a setback. I called it preparation. You felt delayed. I saw you being deepened. Not a single moment of your life has been outside of my awareness. I've been involved in more details than you can imagine. Even the pain that made you feel forgotten was allowed for a purpose far greater than you can now grasp. I never caused your wounds, but I have used them. I've transformed them into wells of compassion, wisdom, and strength. That scar you try to hide? I've made it shine with redemption. One day, you will look back and realize that the very things that almost broke you were the same things that shaped you into someone unshakable. You've never been a failure in my eyes, only in progress. And the story is far from over. If only you could see what I see ahead. You would understand why I allowed what I did. I know it wasn't easy, but it wasn't for nothing. You've grown in places no one saw. You've passed tests no one knew you were taking, and now you are standing at the edge of something new. The page is turning, and I, the author, am not finished writing glory through your life. You are not here to blend in. You were never meant to copy someone else's path or fulfill a generic purpose. I formed you with an assignment that no other soul can carry the way you can. There is something in you, something I placed there myself, that the world needs. It might not look flashy or loud, but it is powerful. Your voice matters. Your presence carries weight. You were crafted to bring a sound into the earth that no one else can release but you. I know there have been times when you wondered if your life truly makes a difference. But hear me. Nothing about you is wasted. Not your personality, not your quirks, not your story. Even the parts you once hated in yourself. I have woven them into something holy. What the world called weakness, I call wonder. What others dismissed, I will elevate. You do not have to perform to be chosen. You already are. You do not have to prove your worth. I settled that the day I created you. I am awakening dormant gifts inside you. Abilities you've barely tapped into will begin to stir. Ideas, dreams, and passions you thought had died will breathe again. You'll step into roles you never thought you were qualified for, and you'll see my hand open doors that no one can shut. Don't be surprised when I call you into places that feel bigger than you. That's where my strength will shine through your surrender. I am not asking for perfection. I'm asking for your yes. Walk forward, even if your knees shake. Trust me, even if you don't feel ready. I chose you knowing every flaw, and still, I said, this one is mine. You don't have to look like anyone else. You only have to be faithful to what I placed inside of you. Because what's in you is not random. It's divine. And when you walk in it, the atmosphere around you will shift. Not because you're trying, but because you're aligned with the very reason you exist. There are doors opening before you now that no one will be able to shut. These are not ordinary opportunities. They are strategic alignments I have prepared in secret. You didn't earn them with effort alone. They are the result of my hand moving behind the scenes. You may not feel ready, but I know you are. These doors are answers to prayers you almost forgot. Some will feel sudden, but they've been in motion for a long time. I'm not just changing your circumstances. I'm positioning you for purpose. You'll begin to notice divine timing at work. Conversations, connections, moments that seem too perfect to be coincidence. That's me. I'm orchestrating what no man could plan. You've been waiting, faithfully sowing in silence. And now, harvest is near. When the door swings open, walk through it with courage. Don't second-guess what I've placed in front of you just because it comes wrapped in unfamiliarity. I do my best work in unexpected packages. But remember this. With every open door comes a decision. I won't force you. I invite you. And when you say yes, I supply everything you need. Strength, wisdom, protection. Don't be afraid of what's ahead, just because it's new. Fear will try to whisper, what if it fails? But my voice says, what if it flourishes? Trust me more than your doubts. I'm not sending you into something to test you. I'm leading you into what I've tailored for you. You've knocked on doors that didn't open. You've tried to create paths that never took shape. But now, I'm showing you what I always meant for you to walk into. You won't have to force it. You won't have to beg for it. What is yours will open in its time. And this is that time. Take the step. Heaven is behind you. I am with you in the hallway and on the other side. The doors I open carry not just breakthrough, but transformation. I know the questions you've never said out loud. The ones that rise late at night when the noise fades and you wonder if I truly see you. You've whispered, why the delay? Did I miss it? Have you forgotten me? And yet you've kept walking, even when you felt no answer. That faith, the kind that presses forward in silence, moves me deeply. I have not ignored your cries. I have not overlooked your heart. The delay has not been denial. It has been divine preparation. When I withhold, it is not to punish but to strengthen. You asked for doors to open, and I made sure your character would be strong enough to stand on the other side. You prayed for increase, and I took time to deepen your roots. I see what you cannot. I know the battles that would have crushed you had I moved too soon, and so in love, I waited. Not because you weren't ready to receive, but because I wanted you to carry it well once it came. You may think silence means absence, but my silence has never been empty. It has been filled with intercession, intention, and alignment. I've been building what you couldn't see, preparing people and places to receive what I've placed in you. I've been softening hearts, shifting circumstances, and setting the stage. What felt like stillness was me, moving deeply. And when the answer arrives, you'll see it didn't come late. It came right on time. So don't despise the waiting. Don't curse the quiet. Every moment has meaning, even when it seems unclear. You are not being ignored. You are being refined. Your faith has grown, your discernment sharpened, your endurance strengthened. And now, as the fog lifts, clarity will come. You will look back and thank me for the not yets, because they protected you, they shaped you, and they led you straight into everything I always intended for you to carry. There will be moments when what I give doesn't look like what you asked for. You'll stand in the middle of something unfamiliar and ask, Lord, is this really from you? And I'll say, yes, but not in the form you expected. I don't always answer according to your picture. I answer according to your purpose. What you prayed for might have been ease, but I gave you strength. You wanted a quick exit. I gave you endurance. I do not disappoint. I prepare. Some of my greatest blessings come wrapped in discomfort. I know that's not what you hoped to hear, but it's the truth. The job that didn't work out? It preserved your peace. The relationship that ended? It made space for real love. The detour you didn't plan? It led you to where you needed to be. You see the surface, but I see the roots. And sometimes what feels like loss is actually me, removing what could have held you back later. You've said, this doesn't feel like an answer. But you're judging it too early. Let the story unfold. Let the fruit grow. What seems like a setback may become your greatest testimony. I'm not ignoring your desires. I'm refining them. You asked for what was good. I'm giving you what is best, and in time, you will see that my yes sometimes wears the disguise of a closed door, a longer road, or a sacred no. But every answer of mine carries eternal purpose. So trust me when it looks unfamiliar. Trust me when it's slower than you hoped or stranger than you imagined. I do not give stones when my children ask for bread. I give life, even when it first feels like surrender. Keep your heart open. Don't reject the answer just because it didn't come dressed the way you pictured. In the end, you'll look back and say, that wasn't what I prayed for, but it was exactly what I needed. You've asked me for favor, for doors to open and blessings to flow, and I'm answering. But understand this, with every elevation comes weight. Favor is not just a gift, it's a responsibility. I'm not blessing you to impress others or to decorate your life with ease. I'm blessing you because I trust you. What I pour into your hands isn't just for you. It's meant to overflow into others. You're not just receiving answers. You're becoming one. When you step into new levels, stay rooted in me. It's easy to lean on your own understanding when things go well, but the favor I give isn't meant to lift you away from me. It's meant to draw you closer. The higher you go, the more essential it is to keep your foundation secure. Let humility be your posture. Let gratitude be your language. I am your source, not just your provider. And if you stay connected to me, the weight of favor won't crush you. It will carry you. People will look at your life and see light. Some will celebrate it. Others may question it. Don't get caught up in either. Your job is not to explain the favor. It's to steward it. Let your life speak of my goodness, not your greatness. I'm raising you up not to build a name, but to reveal my heart. Walk carefully. Lead with compassion. Influence with integrity. The oil I'm placing on your life is sacred. Treat it with reverence. And when you feel the pressure that comes with visibility, come back to me. Let me remind you who you are and why you're here. You were never called to carry it all alone. Favor was never meant to be your identity, only a reflection of my presence on you. So shine, but don't strive. Rise, but stay yielded. I will go before you, stay beside you, and cover you from behind. This is only the beginning, and I will sustain what I start. I am releasing something fresh over you. Not recycled strength. Not a reminder of past seasons, but a brand new anointing tailored for where you're going. You've outgrown what used to carry you. The grace that sustained you yesterday was good, but what's ahead will require more, and I am faithful to supply it. You will sense a shift, clarity where there was confusion, authority where there was hesitation, boldness where there was fear. This isn't self-confidence. It's my spirit rising within you. You'll begin to speak, and things will break open, not because your voice is louder, but because it's aligned with heaven. You'll pray and feel me respond more swiftly. You'll move in rooms you never imagined and feel peace, not panic. That's what this anointing does. It quiets the chaos and amplifies my presence. You're not stepping into this season empty-handed. I'm placing something weighty on your life, and with it will come doors, influence, and impact. But don't forget, the oil flows best through surrender. Protect what I'm giving you. Not everyone will understand this new version of you, and that's okay. Some will question the change, others will resist it, but you're not responsible for explaining your obedience. Stay humble, stay teachable, stay close. The greater the anointing, the more vital your connection to me becomes. This is not a time for performance. This is a time for purity. The strength I give is sustained not by striving but by stillness in my presence. And know this, I anoint not the perfect but the willing. I don't look for flawless vessels, I look for surrendered hearts. You said yes, and I took it seriously. This fresh strength isn't just for you. It's for those I've called you to reach. You are not stepping into a spotlight. You are stepping into assignment. And as long as you remain with me, this anointing will flow freely. It will break chains, it will open eyes, it will heal hearts, and it will all be for my glory. Don't be surprised when resistance shows up after the promise. Every breakthrough attracts battle, not because you're weak, but because you're dangerous to darkness. The enemy fears what I've placed inside you. He wants to exhaust your hope, confuse your identity, and make you question everything I've spoken. But he's already too late. You are not alone in this fight. I, the Lord your God, am with you, not watching from a distance but fighting beside you with a sword that does not miss. Yes, there will be warfare, but it will not end in defeat. You may feel pressure, but it won't crush you. You may face setbacks, but they won't stop you. I didn't bring you this far to abandon you in the valley. I will be your shield in the fire, your calm in the storm, and your strength in the wrestle. And when the enemy comes in like a flood, I will raise a standard that will silence him. I've already declared victory. Your part is to stand. Even when it feels like nothing is changing, trust me. I am moving. I am breaking things in the unseen realm. Chains are snapping. Mountains are trembling. You may not hear it yet, but heaven is working in your favor. And at the appointed time, the breakthrough will crash through like morning light. You'll look around and see that what once held you is gone. What once stood in your way has been removed. This is not your downfall. It is your deliverance. So fight, not with fear, but with faith. Pray with fire. Worship like the walls are already down. Stand not in your strength, but in mine. You are not outnumbered. You are surrounded by glory. Angels are on assignment. Grace is your weapon. And my word over your life will not return void. You're not just enduring this, you're overcoming it. This battle belongs to me, and I never lose. The pace is changing. What once moved slowly will now move suddenly. This isn't random. It's the rhythm of my timing. You've been faithful in the waiting, steady in the quiet, and now the winds are shifting. Acceleration is coming, not to overwhelm you, but to align you. You'll see doors open quickly, connections form effortlessly, and answers arrive without striving. What felt like delay was divine alignment. Now that the pieces are in place, I'm moving swiftly. Don't be afraid of the speed. You were made for this moment. The foundation I've built in you, through pressure, patience, and pruning, is strong enough to carry what I'm about to release. You don't need to panic when things start to move fast. You need to stay planted. Listen for my voice in the rush. I will give you clarity in motion. Not everything will require long deliberation. Some opportunities will call for immediate obedience. And when I say move, trust me, you're ready. Acceleration also brings responsibility. As I lift you higher, stay low in your heart. As you gain momentum, don't lose your focus. You are not running to prove anything. You're running in purpose. Let me be your pace setter. I will not take you where grace cannot sustain you. And when others wonder how things are happening so fast, just point to me. It's not luck. It's not strategy. It's me, fulfilling promises right on time. Stay in step with me. Don't try to run ahead and don't shrink back. This is the hour I've prepared you for. What once felt impossible will now feel inevitable. Not because it's easier, but because it's time. You are entering a season where acceleration and alignment will converge. Everything will begin to make sense. And as you walk in it, you'll realize you didn't miss it. You were being prepared for it all along. My beloved, hear this clearly. I am proud of you. Not for being perfect, but for being faithful, for continuing to trust me when you didn't understand, for getting back up when it would have been easier to quit, for choosing kindness when your heart felt heavy. You've passed tests no one saw, endured battles no one understood, and stayed close to me when it would have made sense to walk away. I do not overlook that. I honor it. And I bless it. Right now, I release my blessing over your life. I bless your mind. May peace silence confusion and clarity rise like the dawn. I bless your heart. May it remain soft, open, and guarded by my love. I bless your hands, that what you build will carry eternal purpose. I bless your voice, that your words would heal, uplift, and restore. I bless your path, that every step you take would be ordered by my wisdom and protected by my angels. I am going ahead of you, and I will not let your foot slip. I bless your home with my presence, your relationships with unity, your body with strength, and your future with favor. What you sow in faith, you will reap in joy. What you surrender to me, I will multiply. You are not stepping into an unknown. You are stepping into what I have already finished. My grace surrounds you, my spirit empowers you, and my promises still stand. The best is not behind you. It is unfolding even now. So lift your head, straighten your shoulders. You are not forgotten. You are chosen, called, and covered. And you have no idea how good it's about to get. I delight in you. I sing over you. And I will never leave your side. What I've started in you, I will complete. What I've promised, I will fulfill. Walk in blessing. Walk in boldness. Walk with me the rest of the way.